Hey, it's you too. It's your boy Domination. I'm back. I get it. The only place to get it. 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 Only place you gonna get it is right back to the basics. And I'm your host Domination. How you doing? Chuck of the Deuce is how we do it in Texas, baby. All right, all right. I know y'all miss me. I miss y'all too, man. I know y'all do. I know y'all do. Y'all got me too much right now. Y'all got me too much right now. Ladies, sexy ladies, fellas, what's up? Talk to your boy. Y'all holler at me. I holler at y'all, man. We be kicking it, talk, whatever. Give me some dap. You know, one love we all receive together, you know, and get off this foolishness, man. And even if y'all my brothers, it don't matter if you black or white, y'all all my brothers, man. And we should support each other. We understand, all right? And ladies, get at me because I'm single. Y'all need to get at me. I need a female. Y'all know that, man. All right? All right. I know we talk about issues of struggle and pain, but this is what I want to talk about is this one right here is called War on Drugs. You know, everybody has a war on drugs, man. I mean, there's a lot of issues out there in the world. A lot of issues. A whole lot of issues in the world, man. Some people just, you know, to get their minds off of stuff, you know, and drugs is one of them. Just like alcohol. And alcohol is the second more fastest death to people. And so is cigarettes. It's more growing third growing fastest. Kill a lot of lungs every day for people being to lose a lot of the struggleization. And also, you know, you got the worst kind of drugs on the list. You got heroin. Oh my God, that's the worst. Heroin, man, that stuff is just I remember that Killer Speed. They tied it up with an arm and just shot it in the needle. Oh my God, because 50 Cent wrote a song called A Baltimore Love Thing. If you really listen to the lyrics, he is saying that it's like a heroin. It was a heroin addiction. He look at he look at a heroin, it's like a girl, you know. Heroin is like a man, so you know, she the woman, she took the heroin. As a dude, you know, they got a multiple love thing. But if you listen to the lyrics, you get to the point what he was really trying to say. Because when I heard the song, I didn't understand what 50 Cent meant. But when I listened to it, I get it what he's talking about. Heroin. He was talking about that drug. Methadone is heroin. It's the worst drug. It's more worse, like, you know, than any drugs that you just, it's just really not good for you. It's really not good. It's really not good for you. Then you got cocaine or coke, they wanted to call it, man. Coke, whatever they want to call it, man. I'm telling you, it's the worst. It's one of the worst. It's just, back in the days they used $1 and just, you know, sniff their noses with a cocaine, and some people are selling in that, man. And that was a horrible time when they selling cocaine, man. It was everywhere in the United States, and they could have took it overseas to over here, man. That's one of the worst drugs ever. People be sniffing that stuff like it was white china. I'm gonna tell you, it's ridiculous. That's one of the worst drugs is cocaine. Cocaine, man. Or they call a lot of names on that drug, a lot of names. You know, white lines. That was a song like that, white lines. I mean, drugs been around for many years, for all the century. I mean, for all the centuries. I don't think people will never legalize drugs, not even the government. Now, government could, I don't know if it changed the policy, because everybody is doing it. Everybody's doing drugs to get their mind off of stuff. That's why drugs would hear and always try to stay. But some people don't even like it, so it became a problem. And I understand, because they selling out there for our kids. I mean for people's children. the children, man, you know, and that's really not good because, you know, you got kids out there even selling that stuff, man, and that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy right there. That's a main big issue because kids don't need to be involved with that stuff, but I'm telling you, they are. And it's kind of sad, man, because it came from a messed up household. And you got good parents out there trying to raise everybody to do right, be right, and be successful and family value. And then you got other families just don't even care. They don't care about nobody but themselves, man. It's always about them. It's not about the person who they really cared about, who they probably perceive everything. I'm telling you, cocaine is one of the worst drugs ever to be tried out, and I don't know if people still tried it or not, because people get money off of it, people get rich off of it. Even there was a club a long time ago in New York City that they made a movie about it, Studio 54. It was a real true story, because that's when all the drugs and all to the scene, and they shut that place down because there was so much problems. It was like a gang of tourists raid. There was nothing to be played with. There was a lot of Nubian queen and lesbians stuff going on, and it's kind of crazy when you think about that. You know, there was some stuff going on. It was like hell raising back from the 80s, and then when cocaine was really hit the scene. Cocaine. Now, that's one of the fewest worst drugs. Cocaine is one of the worst. It's more worse than heroin. It's way more worse than heroin. Now you got this other drug called This other drug is crack. Man, we all know about crack. We all know the whole story about crack. Crack is one of the most worst of drugs, because crack is just like it's just like a stone rock. That's what it is. Crack is like that. When you break each pieces and just crack it, just people be smoking crack. You know, people be using pipes and using a silver thing just to smoke off of it, man. That's how crazy that stuff was, man. Crack was just really at the scene. It did a lot of damage to everybody's community, including the black community. And it's sad, and I'm glad it's not like that anymore, because they stop all that, because there was parents selling their babies, try to get that stuff, go down on the other men to get it, and they even sell it to their damn families. Their own families selling this stuff. And this is really crazy, and people went to jail for that, behind this stuff, because they look at it as making a lot of money. But really it don't. It bring nothing but problem, because some people just don't want to get a job, because nobody want to work off five hours of minimum wage. How many people that you know is going to go out there and get a job? They're not going to do it. And that's why people don't want to hire folks, because there's a lot of sticking up things going on, a lot of problems, a lot of stuff is going on. And also it's the jobs that's not giving enough for money, but at least every thought is count. And so people decided making money for themselves, and that's because it became as if all unlegalization. It was this crack. It was just really the worst era in the 80s. It's really the worstest era. The worstest era in the 80s. Man, everybody be hitting this stuff, man. They had all kinds of names. Free speed, free base, or whatever they want to call it. There's a lot of names on drugs like that, and crack is the most worst of it all, and sucks to your brain kind of drugs, and that's what it does to you. Then you got weed, or reefer, or Mary J, grass, whatever you want to call it. The oldest drug of them all is chronic. It's the oldest drug. It's been around. It's called the American history of dream of drugs. Everybody does that, including everybody. And I ain't want to get all all up into this. I mean, everybody, man, try this. That this whole thing of and I think the reefer came from is really from Jamaica or Trinidad, not Trinidad, Amsterdam. You go over there and you find it, and then they have coffee shops to get this stuff, man. And it's kind of crazy, man. America ain't gonna never legalize drugs because they get the drugs to trying to get off of it to use anything that's what's going to try to kill the folks, man. And it's sad a lot of people still doing this type of things, and reefer is one of them. Reefer, yeah, everybody smoke it. Even I had to say I feel guilty on this. Even I would try it. Because I remember one time, man, when I tried that stuff, when I mean I really tried that stuff, it was all the way from Florida. Man, it knocked me the hell out. Man, I thought I was in space age. I thought I was in a different planet. I was in a different planet. And I ain't gonna lie, I felt guilty about it because I should have never done it, because I was so stupid doing it anyway. I don't need to be doing this stuff, you know. But it just takes your mind off of it. It takes you some places where you want to go and where you don't want to go. And weed is very one of them. It's an anti-drug. It can get you off of things that it make you do a lot of dumb things. You know, that they make you don't do so. But it's legal, man. Weed is legal. Weed is legal. So don't ever try it unless then you don't get caught first. But after all, you don't need to be trying. It's people get arrested nowadays for any day for the years. It's been tried off in the 70s where the hippies movement came in. It tried it off of, you know, for songs, and everybody tried weed. I know for somewhere, and I understand that people. I remember it was like Just Say No. That campaign, that was a whole lot, man. Just a scheme, just to say no. How they gonna say no to drugs? That's impossible, because as long as they smell it and see it, they're gonna taste out of it. And then that's one of the most founding drugs that you ever find, and you will find that reefer anywhere. Or Mary Jane, whatever they want to call this green stuff. Then you got shrimp. Whatever you call it, mushrooms. Now, mushrooms, I've been hearing about them. Mushrooms is really most of the few of the words. Everybody try this stuff. Then you got ecstasy. Then you got ecstasy pills. That's one of the most worst, man. It knock you the hell out like you in a medication or something. And that's what really kills a lot of people, even celebrities. Then you got the last and not least of the drug on the mall is syrup, man. Syrup is one of the most damage. It causes losing your sleep, man, losing your mind, and all of that stuff. It take you with a malfunction that your body be, you know, shrink, you know, smothered up like diamond in the rough. It just roughing you up, and then like you try to get up in the morning. Everybody try to syrup, but it's very responsible when people died from it. And if that's the few things about drugs, stay off of drugs, stay off your mind, and learn to be safe, alright? And it's your boy, Domination. This is YouTube. This is Back at the Basic. Chuck with the Deuces. How we do it, taste it, baby. Alright? Alright. Peace.